Hey, it's Andy Hayes here from andyhayes.com, hanging out here in sunny Los Angeles, California, specifically Pasadena. It's gorgeous outside. It's so sunny. Couldn't even film outside because my camera was just got a little too much sun, and I kind of am feeling the same way. So I'm here, kind of tasting and hanging out in the hotels and checking it out. But I'm not here to talk about Pasadena. That'll come up later. I'm actually here to tell you a story. Woo! I had an epiphany the other day, and I know all of you love to hear about my epiphanies. And it was in my spin class, so it makes it even more interesting. And I know a lot of people don't like spin. I hear all the time, "Oh, I'm going off to spin class," and I see the eyes roll, and people are like, "Oh no, how can you do spin class? It's just so much work." And that was that was the first part of my epiphany, was that, a lot of times the hardest part is showing up. And it's the same for spin class, it's the same for business, it's the same in life. Sometimes the hardest part is just showing up. And you probably know that. You probably heard that before. But the epiphany continued. It was an hour class, you see. So I thought, yeah. So it's really, sometimes it's the showing up is hard. And for me particularly, because I've done spin for a long time, and the class that I'm taking right now sucks. The teacher isn't any good. She teaches unsafe practices, I think. The equipment isn't great, and her music, she doesn't know how to do cadence and rhythm to the music. So it's kind of difficult. And I think for someone who's not done spin before, it might be a difficult class. And it got me thinking that, a lot of times showing up is hard, but the conditions aren't ideal either. And that's a lot of times the case. Maybe it's your current job, or you're starting a business, and things are just rough. Well, that's just kind of how it is. A lot of times conditions aren't ideal. So you didn't need to make the best of it. So I decided to make the best of it in my spin class. So the first couple times were really tough, and I was really frustrated because, it was just not helpful. It wasn't what I was looking for. I didn't have any other choice because there aren't any other gyms in my area where I moved to in Seattle that have spin class. So I said to myself, you know what? Fuck it. I am going to do the routines and the things that I know how to do in spin to get a better workout. So I just started doing them. And, we picture in our lives that maybe going out on a limb, doing something risky, or bucking the trend, that troopers will swoop down from the ceiling and, like, whoo, 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 like the police will take you away. Well, guess what? Most of the time, nothing happens. And that was the case in spin class. My instructor did not jump off of a machine in a rage. No one really said anything. I just started doing my thing. And as a result of it, I'm now having better classes, I'm having a better workout, and it's the same situation. So that led me to the next part of my epiphany, which was I've been doing this now for several weeks, and I've noticed that other people are starting to follow what I do. And it led me to think that that's very true in a lot of cases. It made me think of like people like Chris Gillibo, and there's a lot of people out there who are just marching to their own beat. And you know what? If you sing loud enough and clear enough, then other people will start to follow you. And that's very true about a lot of things in this world. So you need to find the thing that you really can just sing and be, this is what you're going to do. This is your thing. And to kind of wrap that up, that epiphany, because it's, an hour spin class, and I'm not going to talk to you for an hour. The final part of that is just, you have to keep showing up. So it's great to figure out, your spin routine, and to kind of show other people what they could be doing better to have a better workout. But you have to keep showing up, because just like fitness, you can't work out really hard once or twice and be fit. You have to keep showing up. And the same is true for trying to eat better, to trying to build a business, trying to do anything that's worth doing. You have to keep showing up. That's why I keep doing my videos, even though it's hard. Sometimes I can't figure out how to film in the sun. That's why you just have to keep showing up. So getting started is the hardest part. The conditions will not be ideal. Buck the trend, figure out what you're going to do, sing till you can't sing anymore, and just keep showing up. And that's my epiphany from a spin class, and we will see you here again next week at andyhayes.com.